Alright, last video for tonight. There was a comment that I received from one of my videos, and I said I would come back to it once I get back from traveling the world, and here it is. Alright, so let's talk about pseudo-verbs and modal verbs again, right? This time the topic is on puede and maka. So let's get right to it. Puede is just loosely, again, depending on the context, is loosely translated to allow, to be able to can do something, or may do something, right? It has that ability to express those kind of to express those, I guess, abilities. Yeah, abilities, express those kind of concepts. Yeah, that's the word, concepts, right? But there's no intention. It's just, yeah, you can do that. And people can still question your ability. They can still question your allowance, I guess, the allowing to do something, versus maka, which maka is a prefix, right? This maka prefix or affix expresses that you're able to do something as well. You are intending to do something, right? It also expresses ability, but in this case, there's a slight difference in that maka expresses you to do something with intention, right? So you're intending to do something, right? With intention, right? With intent or reason. Like you're thinking about doing something, right? Or I guess not quite thinking about it, but you're gonna do something with intent, right? And here's some examples that I can show you. So the first one is pwede ko magtudlo og psikolohiya, right? Pwede ko magtudlo og psikolohiya. I can teach psychology, or I'm able to teach psychology, right? Again, it can also express allowance, right? Pwede ko magtudlo og psikolohiya sa kining eskwelahan. I can teach psychology, or I'm allowed to teach psychology in this school. I can teach psychology in this school, right? Or in that school, that, whatever, which one I said, I forgot. But yeah, pwede ko magtudlo psikolohiya. I'm able to teach, or I can teach, right? Psychology. And depending on the context, it might also be I'm allowed to teach psychology, right? So it just, again, everything is just context dependent. Maka, on the other hand, expresses intention. You have this intention to do something. And it's since you're intending to do something, the action hasn't been completed yet or started yet. So it hasn't been started at all, right? You're just intending to do something. And that's why maka is grouped with the incomplete kind of not aspect, but incomplete affixes. So makatudlo ko kinatsila, right? Makatudlo ko kinatsila. I'm gonna teach Spanish. Makatudlo ko kinatsila. I'm going to teach, or I have intentions. That makes better sense, right? I have intentions of teaching Spanish. Makatudlo ko kinatsila. The action hasn't started yet, but if you've already completed it and you have been teaching Spanish, right, you can use this word, naka, which is the opposite, nakatudlo ko kinatila. Okay, so you have taught Spanish. Where, right? Where did you teach it? Like again, you have intention to do something, or you had the intention of doing something that was already done, right? Why? Makatulog ko kinachila, okay? You're gonna teach Spanish. Why? You're kind of intending to teach Spanish. Oh, you taught Spanish? Okay, well, why? Oh, okay, that's because you had the experience. Oh, okay. So nakatulog ko kinachila. Oh, okay, you had the experience, so you were able to do it. Dili ko pwede magtulog. So I can't sleep, right? That's it. You just can't sleep. Dili ko pwede magtulog. Like, I guess you just had a hard time. I don't know. But if I say dili ko makatulog, okay, dili ko makatulog means, oh yeah, I couldn't sleep, or I wasn't able to sleep. Why? You see how there's that reason that comes about it because of the intention. Dili ko pwede magtulog. Dili ko makatulog. There's kind of like that slight implied meaning that you can put. What else can I say? Oh, dili ko pwede magkaon. Like, oh, I can't eat. Dili ko pwede magkaon. Okay, you just can't eat. I guess you're just not hungry. Okay. Dili ko makakaon. Okay, now you can't eat, but why? You see what I mean? So why can't you eat? You know, maybe you have some disorder, maybe you have something that's preventing you from eating. I don't know. Maybe you lost your appetite or something like that, right? So that, I guess that can, in a nutshell, hopefully this kind of explains it. I know I kind of went circular, but maybe this can kind of clear some stuff up. And the last thing I want to talk about was this. So this one, I hope, really clears up some stuff. Okay. One of the comments said makatudloan ko, and that to me just didn't sound right. Like we don't need the maka. Okay, makatudloan ko. But if you, I mean, I guess you can say that makatudloan ko. It just sounds really awkward to me, at least. Just me, at least. Maybe some people might be normal, but that's why I would rather just cross out that maka. Tudloan ko is where I want to focus on, right? Um, I think in a previous video, right, I talked about the an affix briefly. In this case, we'll talk about it again. We'll touch base with it briefly, but it's gonna make sense once I explain it, right? If you're adding this an ending somehow, right, it makes the verb imperative, meaning to say, like, if you're gonna use you in this ergative case, right, ko, that ko is in that ergative case. And if we're gonna talk about doing something to somebody or something, we're gonna do an imperative action on that person or that thing, right? And this is what I mean. Since our verb, for example, our verb is tudlo, means to teach, right? And add the an to the end, tudlo an, right? Now there's a imperative action on played on this verb. You're gonna, or I'm gonna, I guess since we're talking about us, I'll say us or me, okay? I'm gonna do something to somebody, like with like imperatively. It does that makes any sense? So, um, and let's use ikaw for an example, right? You can the best way I can explain this is if I say tuloan ko ikaw, and remember if we use ikaw, we have to change it to taka, right? That taka, because I'm doing something to the second person now, right? I'm doing something to you now, so it changes the pronoun. And I made a video about this in another video, long time ago. So tudloan taka, right? I can loosely translate this to I'm gonna school you, or I'm gonna school you, or I'm gonna make you learn right now, or like I'm gonna make you learn, I'm gonna make you school, I'm gonna make you educated, like I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna teach you right now. Kind of there's that um kind of that forceful way that you're gonna do something to somebody, right? And in this case, you're gonna teach them. So if I'm gonna teach you, I don't know, shoot, let's use biology for example, okay? So tudloan taka og biolohiya. I'm gonna teach you biology. I'm gonna do it in a kind of a little forceful way, because it's in the imperative kind of way, right? Tudloan ko kamo. I'm a school y'all, right? I'm a school y'all, or I'm gonna teach y'all. I'm gonna teach you guys yous, right? I'm going to teach yo, whatever, blah 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 blah, right? And that's what the meaning changed to when we add an to the end, right? If you want somebody to do something to you, right? If you want someone to do something to you, you gotta change this an to an e, right? E. So tudlo iko means, oh, you school me, or you teach me, or I don't know, you educate me on this. So it changes that an to the e, and it's still kind of like this command, the imperative command form. Like here it is, right? And if it's an imperative form, obviously there's going to be a little kind of force or a little nudge kind of kick to your verb. Hopefully this kind of, I mean, I don't know if hopefully this helps. I'm not sure if it did or not. Just let me know. It is late and I'm going to sleep. Good night.